Welcome back. We are going to just go ahead and dive into the energy. I've already pulled some cards, and what I'm seeing is that if this is you or just someone in this energy could have um, put themselves into a situation, a relationship, a job there where they're pouring themselves into something, right? Someone has decided to dedicate themselves to whatever this is, and things may not necessarily be working out the way that you had hoped that they would or the way that you had planned for them to work out. Because within this situation, you may feel like someone is playing games or someone is playing favorites. Okay. Hmm. And I have that basically it says this will leave you feeling unsafe and unsure. Right now, you could be feeling like you could be harboring some type of secret resentment. Um, that you're just not sharing with people. Like, someone could be asking you, oh, well, what do you think about this? Or, how do you like being at this job? How do you like being, with this person? And you could just be kind of like, oh, everything is great, so, sort of a lying by omission. And what this is doing is you need to be aware that you're giving your power away because really your voice, because someone is trying to give you an opportunity to speak up on how you feel, how a situation is going, or to provide your input on what's going on. And it's kind of like someone is like downplaying a situation or just not speaking up for themselves. So just kind of be careful, because the more that you let things like linger or the more that you allow this to fester, things are just going to get worse and worse. It's not going to get better, just magically. It's not going to just disappear. So if you feel like something is unfair within a situation, it's going to be up to you to just go ahead and speak up and speak out on whatever this is. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else we get out of this. Yeah, we have great fortune. So there could be some type of money that's on the line. With this falling under the will be dedicated, you could have dedicated yourself to um, like your career or a job or a project or something like that. And that's where you feel like someone is playing favorites. Maybe you feel like your boss is playing favorites. When it comes to work, it could be like, even like, let's say you're doing content creation, you could feel like the algorithm is playing favorites when it comes to different content creators, but you feel like something is not like an even playing field with whatever this is that you've dedicated yourself to or that you've poured yourself into. This also, again, could be something to do with an actual relationship. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like if this is a relationship, this could be a situation where, like, the parent, the mother or father of the person that you're currently dating plays favorites when it comes to, like the person that your person is dated in the past or something like that. Okay. So someone is holding on to an ex and like comparing you, or comparing your relationship to a relationship that they had with someone else, and you don't feel like that's fair. Okay. That's kind of harsh, but it feels like for one of you, some of you, or none of you, this could be a situation where, hi, Miriam, this could be a situation where like the ex like passed away or something like that. And it's like, you don't even have an opportunity to compete with that. Okay. We have expectation that flew out under the will be dedicated. I just feel like, you had hoped that you would prosper by putting in your all or pouring your all into, whatever this is, relationship, job, or project. Okay, so that's what you had hoped would happen. But maybe something is looking a little bit concerning now. Huh. Let's see what we get with the playing favorites. Playing favorites. High honor. We get high honor under the playing favorites. Some, you may feel like, maybe someone has been, if this is a job, maybe someone has been there longer than you've been there, right? or maybe they have like something to their name, depending on what this is. Like they have something to their name. There's something about their name to where, they're getting a lot of respect, and attention or something because of their name, because of who they're related to. And you feel like it's actually taking from you somehow. It's taking away from your plans. But I feel like there's something to do with like you can't worry about, like you have to just find your way, or you have to distinguish yourself from like this person or these people that you feel like are getting, more attention, more time, more energy, that someone is playing favorites towards. Okay. Maybe you just haven't established yourself, like you haven't given yourself enough time to really establish yourself yet. Okay. We have also unexpected income that came out with this. It feels like like someone feels like a person is taking away from their opportunities. This could be like you're dealing, like if this is either you or someone that you're dealing with, like someone in the situation may have like a kind of a lack mindset. Like if they're winning, then, how am I going to win as well? But, there's plenty of room for everyone to win, or everyone that's putting in on this. And I talked about how someone needs to speak up. Like if you're being given an opportunity to speak up about, how things are going or how you feel about a situation, if you just let it linger, it's not going to work out in your favor. And it's going to actually, like, this sudden wealth came in reverse, so it might actually start to impact your finances, or whatever this is that, feels like wealth, abundance, and prosperity to you. Yeah. We have poverty. Let me get one more. I feel like someone needs to change the way that they see a situation, and they need to kind of like change their mindset quickly. We have marriage, so there's something to do with like a commitment. For someone, you could be thinking about marrying a person. So it could have something to do with like the relationship scenario where like you're being kind of compared to someone of, I'm hearing ghost of Christmas past. Like you could be being compared to a previous person, or, someone is making a comparison within the relationship, and it's not going to get better. Like it's not going to work out in your favor. So before you decide to actually fully commit to this situation, or to marriage or something like that, like someone needs to know that you're going to be compared to a previous person, or your relationship is going to be compared to a previous relationship for the entirety of what you have going on with this person. Someone is always going to be making comparisons. This gives me like the energy of like someone not feeling like safe or comfortable or welcome, like in their own home. I feel like someone is getting like some type of foreshadowing of like what is to come. You could right now just be like dating someone, or you could be looking at your prospects, so to speak, if this has to do with like a job. And this is a time for you to just kind of slow down and observe, so that you can actually make your final judgment before you get to, jumping into, making this like a legal, commitment with this person. Because I really do feel like this is one of those relationships where, someone's health starts to fail. Hmm. And I feel like when I said like there's some type of foreshadowing that's going on, like it's meant to be a gift so that you can so you can get out while, what does it get, while the going is good or something. Like someone needs to get out now of a situation, and it may seem unfair, but this is a gift for you so that you don't waste all of like your time, all of your years, all of your life on something that's not beneficial to you. I don't know. Let's see. Jeez, we have exposed. Someone's about to be exposed. It says truths revealed and uncovering. And then it says dirty money underneath. I didn't see that. Illegal money and uneven exchange. So something is about to be exposed. Most likely, you're going to see that there is like there's a lack of reciprocity within this dynamic, within this relationship, within this situation. Okay. And you can get bitter about it or you can get better. But you know, there's some level of like someone might be a little bit salty within this dynamic. At the top of the deck is unresponsive. Yeah, I feel like someone is just being really, you know, here like closed mouths don't get fed, right? So someone is like being very tight-lipped about how they feel about a situation. Like someone thinks that they're pouring in a lot to a situation, a relationship, or something, and they feel like they're not getting out what they're putting in. Someone's starting to feel a little bit bitter, or this is a warning, like, you know, before you start to feel bitter within this situation, you know, you need to make a, you know, I say make a change and speak out, but I really feel like it really, you know, honestly, if I'm going to be honest, it doesn't really matter. Like, this is a situation that's not going to work out in someone's favor. I don't know what, you know, maybe someone is hoping that with time, you know, things will get better with time, you know, like, you know, you can fix this or you can fix that person, but no, this is, it's not going to get any better. Yeah, we have avoidance, overindulgence, and close encounter. Yeah, someone is pretending like they don't see what they see. Someone is pretending like, you know, you don't notice that, you know, there's some level of favoritism, but you see it, you feel it, you know it. But, you know, someone is just not speaking up. Close encounter, potentially harmful. Yeah. Let's look at this playing favorites a little bit more. What is this playing favorites? We have meddle, destructive forces, and retaliate. Someone feels like whatever this is, like it's worth fighting for. Someone feels like, you know, I don't know, maybe someone's very competitive and they don't want to give whatever this is up. But this type of mindset and this type of behavior with whatever this is, it is very destructive. It's going to lead to like a tower moment where something is going to, you know, fall. And I feel like there could be someone within this dynamic that is really spiteful, really hateful. And if you continue to like compete with whatever this, whoever this person is, or whatever this situation is, like someone is going to start to like lash out because someone like wants a person to walk away. Yeah, look at that. Behavioral issues, hostile and antisocial at the bottom. This is weird. We're going to get out of this energy kind of fast. And then on your own, doing things without help. Like there's not going to be any type of assistance with whatever this is. Secret stash, an intrusion. Someone feels like you could be intruding on, I mean, we talked about lack mindset, but someone feels like you're intruding on something that, like their money, like, you know, maybe someone feels like something belongs to them and you're an intruder alert, you're intruding on this, you're infringing upon someone's rights. Like this is what someone feels like someone feels like they were there first or something belongs to them. This could be an ex that Seriously, someone used to deal with, and this person, maybe they feel like you're being treated better and they don't like that. So they feel like the person that you're dealing with is playing favorites and treating you better. Someone just doesn't like it. And there could be some animosity that's actually being built up as a result of that. This could even be your own ex that is seeing you in a relationship or seeing you doing something, and they feel like, well, you didn't do that with me. With me, you were lazy. You know, you didn't do anything for me. And someone's watching you be happy or work, have like a healthy relationship with someone, and they don't like that. And they're currently deciding to, or they have already begun like trying to tamper with whatever this is that you have going on. Hmm, I don't know. Something feels off about this, so yeah, we have underdog that came out, underestimated and overlooked. But it flew in reverse. I don't feel like whoever this is for, I don't feel like you're actually the underdog. I feel like you are like the top draft pick, so to speak. Like you're the best person for whatever this is. You're the best person or candidate for this relationship, for this job, for this business, for something. Like you're the top pick, but someone, this is weird. Playing favorite, someone else was promised something. Okay. Yeah, we have numbing. I feel like if someone's not careful, or, someone could already be starting or in the process of like indulging in, some type of substance to numb things out, because they're feeling like they're not being seen, or they feel like, they're the underdog within this situation or within this dynamic. And that's really not what it is. Like you see that something is not fair. You see that like you should be winning, or whatever, but you're not. But it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do specifically with you. I feel like this is just like, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, we have scratching post, only used when it's convenient. Once in a while lover and part-time lover. Yeah, someone could be like, you could be feeling used within this situation. Someone feels used within a situation, within a dynamic. Someone is feeling used. They feel like someone else is getting more attention, or someone is like being like the chosen, or treated like, they're the favorite. This could be within siblings. I mean, I don't know. This could be a sibling that you feel like, one sibling, your brother or your sister or something is treated better than how you're treated, like you're treated unfairly. No matter like what it is like that you do to help the family, like they always look at, like your sibling as like the golden child. And it could be that someone is like fighting to um be treated with some type of respect or care, but you're dealing with a family that like they have some type of issues, and it's just not going to happen. And it has nothing to do with you. So rather than sitting around and feeling resentment, or feeling like less than, or feeling hurt, the guidance is for you to walk away now and don't look back, because it's not going to get better. It hasn't gotten better so far, or thus far. It's not going to get better anytime soon. We have excess baggage. The past is weighing them down in obligations. Like someone could be, like doing more and more to receive some type of respect, some type of attention, some type of, the attaboy, attagirl, or something like that. You're doing more and more, piling more obligations or things on your plate. but these are people, or this is a situation where you're not going to be, um, you're not going to be recognized like for your hard work. I mean, I don't know how else to say that. Like it's a sense of like someone has to learn to walk away from situations that don't serve them, or to walk away from people that don't see your actual worth. Like you have to leave those people alone, and don't feel bad about it. Just, walk away. Let me pull just a few more and then we're going to be done with this. We have liar. We have divorce. Geez, there's something to do with a cult. It just feels like one of those families where, they act like a cult, right? Okay. And then we have divine feminine. This is someone that's if this is you, like you could be a divine feminine. You're holding on, like you're staying in some type of commitment, but the guidance is for you to walk away, for you to separate, divorce, or, whatever, remove yourself from this dynamic or this situation, because someone um, is a liar. They have not held up to their end of the bargain, or, something is not an equal give and take. Someone is not putting you as like top priority. They should, but they're not putting you as top priority. And so, like, if they don't see your worth, like, you don't have control over that, but you should be able to see your worth, and you should be able to make the determination that you're not going to put up with that, or you're not going to stand for that. So, yeah, I'm leaving that alone, you guys. I hope that that was helpful for someone. If so, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all of that good, juicy stuff. And, even if not. But I love you. Have a beautiful and fantabulous rest of your day. Bye now. Mwah.